Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Rad Rides. This is Hassan Shirazi. I am sat behind a wheel of another special car. This is the 2021 BMW M440i in black sapphire metallic. I wanted to tell you a little bit about why it's important for BMW and me. BMW just redesigned this car about a year and a half ago, and there's also a version of it called M4 and M4 competition. And myself, I'm waiting for a BMW M4 CSL, that's competition sport light. They will be making only 1,000 of those for the whole world. So this car, I wanted to have an opportunity to drive it and see what it feels like between this and another M4 that I'm planning to drive in about a month, and also my own M4 CSL that I will be getting soon. So it's a very good opportunity to do a little compare and contrast, starting off with this car, and in few months I'll be lucky to drive that M4 CSL, one of 300 that's going to be imported to the United States and one of 1,000 that's going to be made for the whole world. This also is the 50 year of BMW M Motorsports. So M4 CSL is super important for them. It's the third CSL. They had the original CSL in the 72 through 75. Then they had an M3 CSL, I believe in 2004 or 2005, that United States never got. But we're getting the M4 CSL, and I'm lucky to get one of those. So thank you so much for joining in. Please watch the whole show, and if you like this show, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We'll have 2 videos coming every week, and we'll be happy to have you and watch our episodes and give us some feedback on how we're doing. All right guys, let's talk a little bit more about this 2021 BMW M440i in black sapphire metallic. This car is a totally new redesign. They call this the G series. This particular one is a G22. Then there's also the M4 version that is called the G82. And then also the M4 CSL, which I will be getting soon in the next couple of months. Now, BMW, with making this body style, it replaces the F series body style, and they made those for several years. This body style is about 6 inches longer and also about 1.5 inches wider. It comes with 2 engine choices on the base levels. You got the 430i, and then you got the 440i. That one is the 430i is a 4-cylinder turbocharged, makes about 255 horsepower. This one is a 3-liter single twin-scroll turbocharger with a mild hybrid engine, which I'm going to talk about a little bit. And this one makes a 382 horsepower and 364 pound-feet of torque. Then obviously you got the M4 and then the M4 CSL, and those make a lot more power. This is very significant in BMW, and the company wants to make this as a basic coupe. If you don't have the budget to get the 8 series, which starts a lot more, you can opt out to get one of these guys. Before we go any further, we have to talk about the big elephant in this room, or the big elephant in this parking lot. It's this grille. It's this massive, oversized, and it just doesn't fit this car. Now, BMW has some big grilles. It's on their 7 series or X7. Those are bigger cars. It kind of fits on them. Not this car. I don't know what they were thinking. And if you kind of not look at the grille and look at the rest of the car, interior and exterior, the car is absolutely beautiful. But this grille on the front just ruins it. You cannot take your eyes off of this grille. Now, one thing about this car, that the owner has a shadow line package. Now, the frame and the bars on the grille are gloss black. So it kind of makes this grille, instead of being aluminum and kind of in your face, kind of blends it into the rest of the car. So that was a good choice that the owner did. Moving on from the grille, the front headlights are LED, and on BMW M4 CSL, very much like the BMW M5 CS Competition to Sport, you're going to see these LEDs when they're on, they're yellow. On this side ducts, you got a nice amount of opening to suck in air to cool down the radiator. Also, when we go around On the bottom of the grille, you got a lot of opening. Also, the grille itself, it has these shutters that it stays closed, and then it only opens up, it activates and it opens up, if you can see right here, to let in more air for cooling the engine. All right, guys, let's talk about the engine of this car. This is the B58 engine. This is a very venerable and well appraised and much loved engine that is also used in the BMW M440i, and also slight variation of this engine is used in BMW Supra. Just kidding, Toyota Supra. This engine in this format also has something called a mild hybrid engine, which is a 48-volt generator that gives extra 11 horsepower to this car. It's great for starting off the car until your turbo starts to kicking and giving you more power. So it's instant power and instant torque. It's also, you can see it on a Sport Plus mode as used as a e-boost. We can show that to you later on. In this car, it makes 382 horsepower and 364 pound-feet of torque. It's made it into an 8-speed ZF automatic transmission. There is unfortunately no manual transmission offered on this car, which is a big downturn for a lot of BMW enthusiasts. It does the 0-60 according to BMW in 4.3 seconds, but there's people that have tried it 4.1, 4.0 second, or even 3.9 or 3.8 seconds, which is amazing numbers for this car. This car weighs 3,950 pounds. This is a big coupe, and giving you that performance levels with these numbers is just astonishing. All right, guys, let's talk about the wheels and brakes on this car. The owner of this car spent $600 to upgrade the wheels from 18 to 19-inch 5 double-spoke jet black M performance wheels. It's wrapped on 225/40 tires, Bridgestone Turanza. In the front and in the back are 255/35s. Now, the brakes on this car are 13.7-inch rotors held by 4 piston calipers in the front, and on the back is 13.6-inch vented rotors, and it has a 1-piston caliper. Definitely do notice some M badges on the wheels. We got them on the wheels, we got on the valve stem cover cap, and also on the brake calipers you can see. So that's BMW's way of saying, oh, this car has been treated with some M performance goodies. The owner of this car always wanted to have spinning wheels, but he couldn't do that on this car. So he chose these center caps, these BMW center caps, although they look like they're OEM, they're factory, but in fact they're not. So you drive this car all the way to like 30 or 35 miles an hour, and the letter BMW will stay exactly the way it is. So that's a little touch that he added to this car. Moving on, the hood is very, very nicely sculpted, and it's not over-designed. We already talked about the wheels. I like how the mirror caps, the trim around the windows, and where your roof racks go. If you choose to put one on, it's all jet black. That is part of that shadow line trim. Also, if you notice the way the window comes here is something called Hofmeister kink. Although it will be a little bit more pronounced, this one is a little bit smoothed out. The owner of this car also, for protecting his door not to get dinged, he installed this little nice door edge guard with the M Performance signature on it. The back end of this car is absolutely gorgeous. Very, very nicely designed and modern taillights. Kind of it droops, the LED light droops on there. You got your M440i badge. Then you got your BMW logo with your backup camera is right here. Hopefully you never have an accident on this because you have to replace the whole thing. Then it's an xDrive. Now you can get the M440i also in 2-wheel drive, but this is the all-wheel drive version. Then we come to the back. I don't like how these are fake vents. Very, very nice trapezoidal exhaust tips. This is also not a functional diffuser. All right, guys, I'm going to do a little demo on how to get in the back of this 2021 BMW M440i. You open the door, obviously, and then behind the front seat, there's this little latch you pull on. Then the seat comes up, as you see. It takes a little bit of time. The other competitors like the S5 or the C43 AMG are not like that. They're a lot easier to operate. Then you get in the back of it. And then you put the seat back. And the seat comes all the way back. All right, one fun fact about this car, when you get in, this seat belt extender, or they call it seat belt butler, it comes up and it's kind of nifty. And now it goes back in. This feature is very nice because this car has very big doors. So by the seat belt coming up, it helps you so you don't have to overstretch yourself. BMW calls the interior of this car black synthetic. Definitely matches the exterior of their car, which you saw plenty of black on there. Even the dashboard is some kind of a rubbery material, and it's even called synthetic dashboard. Now this car, the owner chose a premium package. As part of the premium package, you get heated front seats, you get ambient lighting, you get heads-up display, which you can see over there, heated steering wheel, and that definitely is a nice touch. The car comes with 10.3-inch navigation screen. It's not as big as some of the competitors are, 12, 13, or 14 inches, but it does the job. It's very subtle and it's very easy to function. You got media, you got for click on for phone, navigation screen, for car, and for your different apps. So it's very easy to operate. BMW's iDrive has come a long way since early 2000s. However, if you hypothetically want to enter an address of a place that you want to go to, you can write it in with this little knob on top of it, but you have to put in one letter at a time. Some car manufacturers like Audi, you can put in a whole word. So let's see, I'm going to try it, and it's a little squiggly. You can just put one at a time. So O, it's accepted, then I put an L, and so forth, but you cannot put the whole word. The car comes with a 12.3-inch digital gauge display, and the theme of it goes with how you want to drive the car. Right now it's on Eco, then I can put it on Comfort, it changes, and then if I put it on Sport, it becomes more red. As you can see, the color are changing. The owner of this car wanted to be able to shift faster and reach the paddle shifters easier, so he installed these little extensions to the plus and minus. As you see, this is the M Sport steering wheel. It's got the typical features on it that you see, your cruise control and whatnot, your voice command, the volumes and all that. And also this car, as part of the premium package, it has the heated steering wheel. Driving the BMW M440i, it is super fast, very responsive. I barely put my feet on the gas and it just goes. I don't want to drive too fast. This is downtown LA. It's not the proper driving conditions, but the car, you can say it has, you know, it can just go. And the exhaust, when you're on the Sport Plus mode, it just fires up, blurts up. The ZF 8-speed automatic transmission, it just shifts like the knife cutting through the butter. There is no lag. It's amazing. Great car. Now, some people have complained about the weight of this car. It does weigh a little bit too much, and then some people say there's too much electronics involved in controlling the car, so it's not as agile. And some BMW enthusiasts complain that the car does not come with a 6-speed manual transmission. The only transmission that is offered on this car is 8-speed ZF transmission. It's a dual clutch. It's very fast, but unfortunately it doesn't have the feel of you trying to change the gear yourself. So that's one downside of it. Obviously, we talked about the grille. Beside that, I think it's a very, very nice attempt by BMW to make this coupe that gives you a lot of the features of actually a bigger coupe like the 8 series, but definitely not at that price point. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Rad Rides, where we drove the 2021 BMW M440i. I can't wait to get my 2022 or early 2023 BMW M4 CSL to see what that car is about. And we'll be definitely doing an episode comparing this M440i to that M4 CSL. If you're new to this channel, again, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. That's one of the ways for our channel to grow. And until next time, we pick another car that has significance in automotive history. Thank you so much. Have a good day.